The human body. If you're not a ghost, you probably have one too. And just like many other people, if you clicked on this video, at one point you have probably asked yourself, why is it so hard to lose weight? In 2019, the world has a population of roughly 7.7 billion, and 1/3 of it is obese or overweight. Looking at the number of people that are overweight, it becomes clear that this isn't an individual's problem, but a society problem. And how could we blame individuals if the odds are stacked against us and obesity is the path of least resistance? Obesity occurs when excess calories are stored in the body as fat, and there are many external factors contributing to it. So what makes us fat? The risk of obesity increases or decreases depending on where you live. Having access to fresh food in walking distance plays a large role when we make our choices. Urban planning needs to make sure that neighborhoods have fresh food always within feet's reach. What do you do if you have to take the car to get locally grown produce but McDonald's is right around the corner? Humans are looking for convenience and take the next best opportunity to retrieve caloric energy. While the planning of what kind of food is available is one factor, the availability of calorie-burning activities is the other. Limited access to physical activity opportunities such as sports clubs and gyms contribute to a lifestyle that favors weight gain. There is even a name for it. Obesogenic is a term that has been coined to describe a permissive environment that both promotes food intake and discourages physical activity. Then there's the advertising industry. We all see it on a daily basis. On TV, on the street, on the internet. Food advertising. But obviously it's not ads for carrots and potato soup. It's usually fast food. Companies desperately want you to eat their convenient crap and not the good stuff. And the worst of all? Most of the food-related advertising is directed towards kids. Get 'em young is the motto here. Because once you're used to it as a kid, the chances high you will stick to it for life. Studies show that only 5% of healthier weight kids will grow up to become obese, whereas up to 79% of overweight kids will become overweight adults. More details about that later. First, how do we keep the weight off? Sadly, our own body doesn't agree with our choice when we decide to lose weight and will push back. Appetite is regulated by hormones that send signals from the gut to the brain. After weight loss, our hormonal balance changes. The level of hunger hormones increase while the level of hunger-suppressing hormones decreases. This is called the famine response, and they stay that way for many years until we get back to the original weight. From an evolutionary perspective, the constant search for food made sense because we ran at the risk of starvation when we lost more weight than we gained. But things have changed, and that's so fast that our biology has not adapted yet. According to research, 9 in 10 people fail to keep weight off permanently after losing it, because the hormones make us hungry. An overweight person will have to constantly burn more calories than a normal weight person, even after already having lost the weight for years. One thing that should be clear to you right now is that a crash diet is not effective nor sustainable. So is there no shortcut to keeping the weight off permanently without having to make a lot of effort for your entire life? The short answer is no, sadly not. But there is promising research into a different kind of fat that actually burns calories instead of storing it. It's called brown fat, and it contains mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. We are born with it and it helps us to keep warm as a baby. As an adult, it only makes up about 1% of our body fat. How can we activate it? By exposure to coldness. As the purpose is to keep us warm, the production and activity of brown fat is triggered by cold. Researchers are trying to find a possibility of one day creating a pill that can mimic the exposure to coldness and activate the brown fat to burn calories. This could be a key in permanently fighting obesity in adults. When you burn calories, where does the fat go? It's a misconception that after exercise the fat is converted directly into heat and energy. For fat to be converted into energy, you need a key ingredient, oxygen, and lots of it. To burn 10 kilograms of fat, you'll need to breathe in about 29 kilograms of oxygen, which equals over 400 cubic meters of air. The chemical reaction powers the muscles but also produces waste. In this example, 28 kilograms of CO2 and 11 kilograms of water. So most of the fat will exit your body as either CO2 through the mouth or as sweat through the body. Obesity needs to be tackled from all angles. The most important one is prevention, and that can only happen with our kids. It's important to understand one key element here. As adults, the number of fat cells mostly remains the same. No matter if we lose or gain weight, it affects only the amount of fat stored in the cells, not the number of cells. So the time that determines whether we will probably end up overweight or have to work hard to stay normal weighted as an adult is our childhood. Through education and smarter urban planning, we can fight off the obesity epidemic within one generation. Failed prevention is no excuse though. Losing weight is an important example for the next generation and, as you probably know already, incredibly essential for your health and well-being as an adult as well. Through physical activity and a balanced diet, you lose the weight. To keep it off, you need to look at which group of people you belong to decide whether it needs a permanent effort. Science is here to support us on regulating our fat levels, and hopefully we'll have more alternatives very soon. Stay hungry for knowledge, not for fast food, and stay valorous.